right, whenever you're ready. All right, pull those A's. There you go. Now spin around. Half throttle, full throttle. Oh, there, you got it, full throttle.
Sucker.
Yeah, shout out to Hunter Strobes for throwing in a decal for me. Of course, I got to get my Elvis decal too. You got TCB. Take care of business. Thank you very much. What's the haps, Jacks? I'm heading to the park to go kite. I got rid of my dodgy beard. So I've been out of training for 5 weeks now. My motor's actually delayed. I ordered gear before training. A lot of people say don't do that, but I did. I had my reasons. But I'm not in a hurry to pick it up. So I had really bad weather during training, and I only got 4 flights in. So I've got a long ways to go, and I am perfectly happy just kiting because my wing came in, and I mean, I'm not even asking for ETAs or anything. I want to take it slow, enjoy this part of the journey, and just work on learning and getting good at it, because eventually I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly whenever I want, but I want to be able to do that well. I don't want to have blown launches. I want to be able to be really good at kiting, and I'm pretty satisfied where things are going in terms of my enjoyment, and I just love kiting. I'm not even that great at it. I just find it fascinating. Paragliders, you know, how they fly and how you control them, because they're like dancing with a big hairy gorilla, and you gotta lead. It can really throw you around, and you gotta be able to control it too, but you gotta do moves that it's gonna like. Last week I went out a couple times and just had a great time, forward and reversing, and it just felt great. This past week though, just felt like I was back to ground zero. Some of it has to do with trashy winds, but you know, when you're so new, it's easy to redevelop bad habits. And so one thing I do is, you know, I record myself kiting, so if I'm really screwing up, I can go back and take a look to see what I'm doing, and I'll post it up, because you know, some of my trainers will go and give me feedback and tell me what I'm doing wrong too, and it's embarrassing to see that and whatnot, and you obviously want to be really good and make them proud, but it's all about learning. You have to learn, and if you're doing something wrong, you've got to correct it. And that's why it's so important to get training. Not a lot of people show the real hard part of, you know, them struggling or whatnot. Good training, it'll help you. In fact, one of my trainers, he didn't just tell you what you were doing wrong or try to coach you. There's a lot going on when you pull that wing up, and it's hard to react or do the right things on the fly. Really good trainers, they'll talk to you in a way where they kind of take control of your brain. So, and it's just a coaching gift. They'll get in your head, and when you got the glider up, they get in your head and get you doing what you need to do. And I really miss having that. It was because they would just correct you so quick. I loved it, but I don't have that yet. I'm gonna wait till my motor comes in, then I'll go back to training and get some supervised flights in and kind of just see how that goes. Again, I'm in no rush. I just want to do this well, and I want to do it safe. Calmed down quite a bit. Probably just gonna be doing forwards. If that's the case, I won't be here too long. So you get some forwards down, I usually call it good, but if I've got breeze, I'll do reverse kiting until it stops, or mentally I'm just exhausted and I just keep screwing it up and then I need a break. Pack of cigarettes. I don't think that should be squirming. I'm no doctor, but I've seen one on TV. It's one good looking hairy ape. Oh. You know, there's just all sorts of stuff to learn about ground handling. You know, it's not just always about keeping your wing up in the air. It's, you know, if you got wind going around, you can shift it without physically moving it, and practicing landing it back down. It's nice and neat, and it's hard. I suck at it, but I love it. I'm trying to get as much in as possible, because I got like rains all week next week. Plus, before it rains, I got to get to the cemetery. There was a friend of mine I buried, and I've been meaning to go out and take care of her grave. Nice and even. gotta run. Okay. Run faster, man. Come on. All right. Oh, I hate how that lands. It took me a while to figure out how to reset that without unclipping. When you got the trailing edge at you. If it's gonna be dead like this, I ain't gonna be kiting very long. But I need to practice my forwards too. Gonna be running my ass off. You know that smoking has been clinically proven to reduce the risk of running. This is also why training is important. I teach you how to reset your glider. But don't watch me. Yeah, good enough for the girls I used to date. They don't show you the other parts you gotta learn. Untangling your lines and resetting, and there's a lot of work, but I like it. Okay, why am I setting up for a reverse? Why am I smoking? Run! Oh, that's nice and straight. Man, I have to run my off. There we go. All right. Brake. Hit the fall behind me. Whew. Almost in a tree. Yeah, forwards aren't as fun as reverses, but still important to practice them. I was braking there pretty good at the end. It just kept wanting to fly. Maybe I'll do a wrap next time. See if that helps me out. Yeah, this has been freaking awesome. If you saw my last video, I went from the best shape of my life in a year to like the worst. I mean, it was just bad. My body just, and I'm a busy guy, I like to chores, but stuff got in the way and I felt like garbage. Since I've been doing this, I almost feel like $1 million. I mean, I've felt better before, but just getting out, moving, and doing something that interests me. So yeah, resetting your glider 101. Go get trained. So I'm not going to tell you. I'm probably not doing it the best way, but I'm not unclipped. That's a plus. This is why it's important to learn how to land your glider so you can reset it nicely instead of having to monkey around. I have like a freaking cravat over here if I don't. Helmet snag. That's where you get your snags from. Okay, straight to the tennis court. Freak out those people. There's a helicopter. It's gonna collapse my wing. Run. Okay, brake. Yeah, I've heard people say if you live in the Midwest and you try to go get training on the coast, that breeze from the shores, just constant, smooth, then you'll end up coming home really struggling with your winds. And I mean, I did this in the Midwest, and I struggle no matter what. All right, peekaboo. All right. There we go. Right my brakes that time, got to fall behind me. Yeah, reverse kiting's a blast. Problem is finding favorable winds. I certainly don't have a problem inflating my deck solo. I actually flew 2 different wings in training, but I still can't compare because I don't know what the heck they're talking about. And that other wing was a trainer wing, so it had mileage on it. And when I was kiting it a lot, I was kiting it damp. But I mean, I'd really be interested in seeing if this fabric compares to like an ozone spider or something. But again, not that it matters. I mean, how can you paint the ocean if you've never been there? Yeah, I'm not going directly into the wind because I keep veering off to the left. Run, Forrest, run! This goes out to you, shock door. Left, 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 right, left. There she was, just a walking down the street, singing do-wah-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-doo. Come on, baby. Don't fail me now. I'm too old to know how to drive an automatic. Yeah, I haven't been this passionate about something since I got into music, and it's really gratifying from the fact that this wasn't like some kind of failed mission or hobby. Like, looked at for a long time. I got training, and then when I'm home, I'm not even flying, and I'm just enjoying the crap out of kiting. And making videos is fun too. I mostly started this channel just to do cooking and maybe home renovation, like stupid stuff and just being goofy. This wasn't meant to share paramotoring. And when I was looking into paramotoring, I like to hear people's origin stories. Like, what was their experience like learning, getting started? You know, what was their life like beforehand? I'm gonna speed past this video. I was really jonesing for reverse kiting, but the winds weren't strong enough. Should have focused more on forward launches. It would gust and then it would change direction on me, and I'd also put in the wrong inputs here and there too. So I went to a different field, and that day I had winds, but they were very gusty. They would change direction too. It was a good opportunity for me to work on reverse kiting. These are the type of winds that you get in the Midwest. And on days like that, it's an opportunity to work on reverse kiting in a way that you control your glider rather than trying to just fly it. So you'll pull it up, make sure that you can land it back down straight and get it moving around. But at the same time, if you got some really good gusts, it could potentially pull you, you'll get dragged. And what I found is it caused my glider to surge too, to a point where I couldn't check it, especially when I didn't have my feet planted.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Yeah, pretty sure that took me about a half an hour to figure out how to untangle that. That's all I got. Remember, get to know your glider. Make love to it like I'm about to show you. Toodles noodles, stay regular.